Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and you would think that the bad news was going to stop for Joe Biden, but you'd be incorrect. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. President Joe Biden, soon to be former President Joe Biden, he has had a roller coaster, if you will, of a presidency. Things have not necessarily always gone quite the way he's wanted them to go. And he just made matters worse. See, inflation, the rise in crime, the gas prices, all these things have fluctuated during his presidency. And, he's really had a tarnished reputation. In fact, he's leaving as one of the most unpopular presidents of all time, pretty much the most unpopular modern president of all time. And the White House keeps talking about what a great job he's done. But now he just stuck the final nail in the coffin of his legacy. And he did that when he pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. Any legacy he had left at that point was destroyed. Now, I understand people say a father's love for his son. But is there anything more sinister to this story? That's what we don't know, right? We don't know. But as the pardons start to pile up, and you're going to see that in the near future for his family members, like his brother, I think then you're going to actually get an idea of what's really happening here. But as Scott Jennings put it, his legacy is destroyed. And he's going to be remembered horribly in history as a president. Now, I want you to see what he says here and make the case for it. And then let me know what you think in the comments.
Could have pardoned everyone else they could, dropped a big load of pardons out there. So it's not just the privilege, it's also the people out there who need to be taken care of.
Obviously, every parent would do whatever they could for their children. We all know that. But were you displeased at all with the Hunter Biden pardon? The fact that he said he wasn't going to do it, the fact that he attacked his own Justice Department while doing so?
I was surprised because he had said that he would not do it. We all understand that this is a father who loves his son, and I believe it's contributed greatly to what we have watched President Biden go through. But I agree with Jamal. This is the issue now. We cannot just pardon people that have access to privilege. We need to be looking at this in a far broader way.
It was a total disgrace. He's leaving office in disgrace because of this pardon. And it's not just the pardon, it's the lying. Lied to the American people. According to NBC News, he and his top aides hatched a plan to lie to the American people. And then this week, he didn't even have the guts to go out to the White House podium and take questions about it. He sent Karine Jean-Pierre out there, who was also a part of the lying. And then she continued to gaslight the American people and the media. The American people ought to be pissed. But the media, the people who cover this White House, ought to be absolutely livid at the gaslighting and then the continued gaslighting and the hostility towards the idea of transparency. This is a monumental disgrace. You think 38, 39% job approval is low? Wait until we test him as he leaves office. He's going out of office as one of the least liked and most divisive presidents we've ever had.
And candidly, many of us who are institutionalists criticize Trump for coming after the Department of Justice and saying it's politicized, you can't trust it. In the language in the statement pardoning Biden could have been written by Donald Trump. This was his own attorney general that he handpicked. These were career officials within the Department of Justice who did their job without fear or favor. And it felt like Biden is leaving, kind of just echoing the same sentiment that too much of this country believes, which is that you can't trust our institutions and our chief law enforcement.
He was elected to cure Trump, and he leaves office sounding like what Trump's enemies say he sounds like.
Well, let me just say this. Let's not get too righteous, self-righteous about this, right?